I've said it once, I've said it twice, and I'll say it for the last time. Sean, excellent idol play. And by excellent, I mean terrible idol play. And that was exactly the goal. Ben and I's plan tonight was to get every single idol in the game flushed, and that is exactly what happened. I texted Sean right before the votes, and I said, play your idol, they're coming for you, there's going to be votes, you will see your name. And he played his idol, and he only got one vote. It was incredible.
I know, Ellie. I know. It's a sad time.
Ellie is in a little bit of a funk right now because she just watched me play my idol. The only thing that was really giving me any kind of security and leverage in this game unnecessarily on a vote that I think I knew in my heart of hearts wasn't going to come my way, and yet I played it because I chickened out, I panicked, thought for sure that it was me in the heat of the moment, and I psyched myself out, which is really, really, really frustrating.
America, we did it. We did it! We got Rob out of the game in the most Rob-like fashion. Honestly, this is how he would have wanted to go.
I have never been so relieved in this game than I am right now. Robert Kolbeck, destined for 7th. It took Operation Doomsday to go down to get that man out, and 3 idols had to be played, but man, we finally did it. He is gone.
Now, in the spirit of honesty, I was not planning on playing my idol. I really thought everyone else's votes were not gonna be on me. I thought that they were gonna be everywhere else. And I'm so happy that I told Zach and Krista that I didn't want to play it because they were like, you have to play it, you have to. And when Rob didn't play his, I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And then Zach played his and he was like, you have to. And I was like, okay. And I played mine and oh my gosh, thank God, because I would have been up for the revote and the swing would have been Ben, and like, hopefully he would have kept me, but I don't know, that he might have wanted that big move. So, oh my gosh, I'm still here. We got Rob out. Sean and Sammy are freaking out because they were on the wrong side of that vote.
I knew that if I didn't play mine, Shannon wouldn't play hers, and she would be gone, and then we would be on the final 6 of me, Krista, Ben, Rob, Sean, and Sammy. And I don't think I survived that. Sean has screwed himself. I mean, I don't know why I get why he tried to do that, but all he's really done now is blown his idol and given me a reason to turn on him without me having to like face any real repercussions, because now I can just be like, Sean, what? Like, you turned on me. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think I can work with Zach the way that I have been working with him thus far. And that leaves me with Sammy, who I think will win if she makes it to the end, but who also might just be my most surefire ticket to the end.
I mean, yeah, like, if Sean's in the finals, I'll stick to my word and I'll vote for him. I mean, he hid that idol well, but he did not play it well, so that's my update.
After almost a full month of playing this game, I can see that it has taken a toll on your psyches, on your life in general. So I thought that why not do a challenge that, one, is fun, and two, test how much you know about each other based on the phone calls you've had. And by test your knowledge of your phone calls, I really just mean how well do you understand everyone else's sense of humor. And with that, we will be playing a game of Quiplash.
Oh, yay! Wait,
This is my favorite game ever.
Basically, the rules are you will get a prompt on your phone that you will need to answer with a funny quip, something that you think people will like or just vote for. They will anonymously appear on the screen, and whoever gets the most votes gets points, and there will be 3 rounds of this. And at the end of those 3 rounds, a winner will be decided. In normal game, in Survivor, instead of that, we will start a new game with the bottom 2 people eliminated. We will then play a second game with the final 4 people, and whoever wins that game will then win individual immunity. Everyone's thumbs are up. You are good to start the game. All right, round 1. Here we go. I will read the prompts aloud as they appear on the screen. I won't be as unfunny as that other narrator, probably. Why are printer ink cartridges so expensive? Remember to vote. You guys are voting. Was I disadvantaged? This prompt is impossible. Value in quarantine. Zach versus Shannon. Ooh, Shannon demolishes Zach with 75% of the vote, 750 points. Zach had Krista's vote. How you know a coworker had sex on your desk. The floppy disk. Symptoms such as fever emerge 2 to 14 days later. Ooh, Ben demolishes Sammy with another 3-1 vote with his answer of floppy disk.
But I
How you know the pants you're wearing are 3 sizes too small. When you're a size 6 and they're a size 3. Rip on the squat. Oh, these are both good. Oh, Krista, these have not been close at all. She comes in with the stellar when you're a size 6 and they are a size 3. The most popular ride at a religious theme park. The Cruciflyer. Baptism water ride.
Ed.
Ooh, 50-50. Both people getting points on this one. Both
Damn
getting
it.
500.
God.
Thanks. The weirdest setting to find on a microwave would be a pre-programmed button for blank. Candles. Beef. Another 50-50 split between candles and beef. Why you shouldn't party with Vikings. You feel Norse. Bad with fires. Ben comes through with another landslide victory with You Feel Norse, 750. At the end of round 1, Ben is in first, Krista in second, Shannon in third. I couldn't read the rest. Round 2, points are worth double. A sign you got a bad nose job. It bigger when you can't read signs. Ooh, another 50-50 split. But if you're in last or not close to the top 4, these points really do matter, so getting 50-50 is good enough. Something a friendly heckler would yell at a comedy show. You're trying your best. Ha ha ha. Shut the censored up. Ben continues to dominate at this game. Another landslide victory. We have yet to see a quiplash, though. What the guy who used the first toilet said, holy bleep, can you believe this bleep? Sean comes through with another win, 75%.
Sammy, we had the right idea there. That is what it is.
An appropriate song to be playing at a sperm bank. Come on, feel the noise. The classic sperm bank theme song. 2 very popular songs. Great answers.
God.
Zach, that was excellent.
Our first quiplash of the night goes to
Well
Zach.
deserved.
All 4 votes go to Come On, Feel the Noise.
Zach always wins.
You've got to say come. It's the golden ticket to win.
Next prompt, the name of an animated movie that stars a surfing cow. Cowabunga. Cowabunga too. Crazy. Crazy moves. I feel like I'm influencing the votes because it's very hard for me to read. That was one of them. A bad thing for a TV meteorologist to say during a tornado warning. I gotta go. What's a tornado? Shannon wins with ellipses, gotta go, another ellipses. At the end of round 2, Sean and Krista are in the bottom 2. Sean and Krista, if you do not do well on this final round, you face elimination, no shot at individual immunity. All right, you'll get a comic on your screen. Once you read your comic, you fill in the blank. And now, after that, you get to vote for your 3 favorite answers, ranking them from first to third. So after all the prompts are submitted, remember, you are ranking best, second best, and third best with your votes. All right, here we go. Remember, you are voting for your top 3. The prompt was, so how can you tell we're flying south? We have all the Trump supporters are out. It gets even ducking hotter. All the bars are open there. We're birds, who cares? Dejected and with crazy hair. STFU, please, STFU. Oh my God, a talking duck. In last place, we have, or with bronze medals, I guess, Shannon, Zach, and Sean. Krista, Sean, Sam, and Shan. Oh, this is anyone's game. Ben surprisingly got no points from this final round. Could prove to be devastating. Sean comes out with 3,000, could save himself. Let's look at the final rankings. Once these shake out, the final 2 will be eliminated from the challenge, and we will move on to the final game. All right, the points are being added, and it looks like last 2 are Ben and Krista. Ben goes from dominating to, on that last round, being eliminated. All right, remember, you are looking to become in first place. If you come in first, you have earned a shot into the final 5. Guaranteed not to be voted out at next tribal council. Probably going to be a lot more tiebreakers, a lot more quickflashes. You need every vote you can, so make sure you are funnier than you have ever been in your entire life. This is $100 on the line.
Please stop talking.
Okay. With that being said, let's get started. The title of the shortest book ever written. The End. Reasons why Ben should win.
Oh my goodness. Spicy.
Already taking, I'll be honest, I thought shots were going to be taken at me before Ben. Oof, split down the middle. Every vote counts here. Every vote is going to be needed to win this challenge. Next prompt. An event you would dominate at the Olympics, the 500-meter scream, trip and fall. Zach said scream, and he gets it. With a quiplash, gets the bonus points. Sean gets nothing from this prompt.
You're telling me you wouldn't watch people trip and fall for 500 meters?
Hey, don't blame me, blame the people who are voting. The booth nobody visits at the job fair is for a business called COVID Testers Inc. School, haha, who else hates school? Split down the middle again. You have got to play to your audience of your fellow players if you want points in this game. They will not come easy. The worst thing you could try to donate to the Salvation Army, toilet paper, my bachelor's degree. Again, split down the middle. This will come down to the wire. All right, at the end of round 1, we are looking at Zach in first, Sammy in second, Shannon in third, Sean in fourth. Round 2. Points are double. Let's get started. What happens when you have your 10,000th poop? Confetti comes out instead of poop. 10,000th poop cry. And Shannon comes away with the quiplash, beating out Sean's poop cry. A valiant effort. The only bad word that can follow bacon is no more. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Is No More beats out the very perverse and obscene second answer.
I would have voted for bleep, bleep, bleep.
Next prompt.
Thank
The
you, Zach.
worst time to tell someone you want a divorce is in the middle of blank. Quarantine. The vows. I don't know how I feel about the vows, technically. The marriage hasn't happened yet.
Hey, what happened to sandbagging players?
You got points anyway, don't worry. A great way to make a dolphin mad is to blank. Point and say, haha, a shark that isn't scary. Or call it a blowhard. Oof, split down the middle. There will be strategy in this if you think you know whose answers is whose, and you vote against them because you don't want them to win. So many levels of thought. Next ranking, Zach is still in the lead. Shannon catches up, is within 600 points. But remember, round 3, the last flash, points are most important here. We saw that last round where Ben went from 1st to 5th. You need to do your best job here if you would like a shot at the final 5 with individual immunity. You will get a prompt where you have to come up with a new hit video game with this word in its title. And the word is scab. You have 1 minute. All right, here we go. A new hit video game with scab in the title. We have Scabby Dabby Doo, Scab Break Picket Lines and Lick That Boot, Scab Scab Revolution 2, Age of Scabbies. 30 seconds to decide your first favorite answer, your second favorite answer, and your third favorite answer. So we have the silver medals go to Sam and Zach. The gold goes to Sean and Zach. No points for Age of Scabbies. 1,000 for Sammy, 1,500 for Zach. Sean with 2,000. It is anyone's game. Let's look at the final score. The winner of Quiplash Individual Immunity Challenge is Zach.
Good job, Zach.
Has once
The
again
challenge
won
is
another individual immunity, is safe at the final 6 vote and a guaranteed spot at the final 5. Congratulations to Zach. Everyone else is up for votes at the next tribal council, where one of you will be the 10th person voted out and the 10th member of our jury. Zach, this has got to feel pretty good after not 1, not 2, but 3 idols were played.
Yeah, and I drew one. So, yeah.
Everyone else, I got nothing for you. Head back to camp. Good night.
It is the morning after a chaotic tribal in which 3 idols were played, including the one that yours truly was holding, which is going to set off a new idol hunt. We have just gotten the description of what the idol hunt entails. Like most idol hunts this season, it sounds awful.
And basically, what it is for 2 full days, there is a idol that is rotating around 36 different images, all Survivor related. So we get a song, one song every hour that relates to the one photo. They don't build because it's always moving. So the first one has like a very difficult connection apparently. And then the next one is supposed to have like a slightly less difficult connection.
Using clues in the form of, wait for it, songs. Ugh. Okay, well, whatever. I've got my 3 monitors here. I've got my coffee. I am ready to go. Throw it at me, Tucker. I'm gonna find this thing.
This seems like an impossible feat. The fact that it's not going to be, we can deduce which one is the correct answer by saying, oh, well, I already voted this one, so it can't be it, is infuriating to me. You gotta hope you're lucky. Like, luck is gonna come into this so much, which is sad because I just want to win and not just like get this idol just because I'm like lucky.
We've been hunting for this new idol for the last 24 hours or so. not going very well. It's a needle in a haystack, but the needle moves every 2 hours, and you have one shot to get it right. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. You don't learn anything new about what the previous correct answer was or anything like that. It's just pick a Reddit post that Tucker posted on the Survivor subreddit and use one song clues to figure it out. I'm starting to think that somebody has it. And I say that because there are only so many answers that these clues could be.
So I'm convinced that Sammy or Sean has it, which is fine. They need it. We're gonna get them out. So they will need that. I will be writing down Sammy's name. I've written it down 3 times and still have not really talked to her or strategized with her. Yeah, she's lovely. We've talked about it. It's fine. I would rather not be like fake to someone, but
we had the idol hunt, which went terribly. Me, Krista, Ben, and Zach were working on it together, making sure we didn't guess the same thing, sharing answers. Didn't get it. None of us got it. So our worst nightmare has come true. Either Sean or Sammy has the idol. So now it's just, okay, how do we get it out tonight? So that whichever one of them has it doesn't stay and make it to Final 5 with an idol. So we gotta get it out. So we're doing a classic vote split, 2-2, 2 Sean, 2 Sammy, assuming that Sean and Sammy are voting for either me or Krista.
And my goal for this afternoon is to rally the troops together, all of the perceived underdogs, which would be Sammy, Ben, and Krista, and say, look, there are 2 people in the game who are head and shoulders perceived to be the clear winners. And it's none of the 4 of us. One of them has immunity. Let's do something about it.
I've heard that mainly Sean, has been calling people today, trying to see if someone will flip. Ben and Krista and Zach are saying they will not. So really there's nothing I can do. I just have to go in to Tribal tonight with faith in my allies that they will keep me.
And it's so annoying because Sean clearly has it. Every time there's a new clue, he will get online to see what the clue is, and then like as they're getting progressively easier, text me and say, dude, someone has it. I'm like, yeah, someone has it. You have it. Why are you like, there's no point in this. I mean, either way, I think the plan tonight is just going to be me, Shannon, Krista, and Ben are going to do 2-2. 2 on Sean, 2 on Sammy, and then the 2 of them can do whatever they want.
So I'm starting to think that this idol might have already been found. I don't think whoever found it is going to tell anyone else about it after what went down this past tribal council, where 2 idols were known to have been in 2 people's possession, and the 3rd idol was more or less known. People basically knew I had it at that point.
Thank God I won immunity last night, because we could have been in a really bad spot if Sean won immunity and Sammy found the idol, or vice versa, but I can see the path. I hope we can do it. I trust Krista. I trust Shannon. Now that Rob is gone, I trust Ben. I think we're gonna be okay.
30-something posts on Reddit and a new clue every 2 hours. An incredible amount of work, and really like just a pain to be at your computer every 2 hours looking for clues that were, again, you know, deep cut songs that nobody was familiar with. And the idea that we were gonna have to do that for 10 hours was incredibly daunting until I found it. Production did an all right job, but I'm just happy to have it. firmly in my possession. Nobody knows. I feel really bad that I let everybody else keep looking for the idol because I found it on the second clue and they kept looking for 2 days. But after the hidden idols that were out this past week, I'm not looking to give anything away. So really excited to see what we can do at Tribal this week and looking to cause a little chaos.
Have the survivor gods delivered me an angel on high, hiding amongst us all the entire time, just waiting for the correct moment to reveal himself so that he may offer a ray of light in this sea of strategy darkness. Why, yes, I am talking about Ben frickin' Hilley. Let's go.
It's really coming down to the fact that Ben is the MVP tonight. If we can trust Ben, then we are good to go.
This group of four, Krista, Zach, Shannon, Ben, split their votes because they assume that Sammy or I have this Reddit idol. And it assumes that Sammy and Ben and I actually vote together on Shannon, and Shannon doesn't have the idol and no one plays the idol for her. Lots of ifs. But it's more than I thought I was gonna have at my disposal coming into tonight's Tribal. So I'll take it, and I'll run with it, and hopefully it gets me across the finish line tonight, still in the game.
Congrats to our final 6. We will now bring in the members of our jury. Becca, Drew, Brian, Karen, Emily, Connor, Phil, Claire, and Rob voted out at last Tribal Council. Ben, what was the vibe like at camp when it's your first few days and Rob, the supposed agent of chaos, is not in the game? What is the vibe difference, I would say, before and after Rob's exit?
Rob is a very good friend of mine, and I take no pleasure in reporting that the vibe was relief, really across the board. I think for the sake of everyone's data plans and minutes and messages, there was a sense that things would calm down a little bit. And it did result in slightly less chatter. But, for me personally, a little bit of emptiness in the game, just a little piece of little piece of my heart in the game, just gone. No more of the king. The king is dead. Long live the king.
So Zach, walk me through the rationale in getting rid of Rob. It seemed pretty obvious that every tribal council was this kind of like theatrical thing, this smoke show, and Rob would draw a lot of attention on himself. What's the logic in getting rid of a person who makes themselves such a big target? Because now, as last tribal council pointed out, there's apparently 2 big targets, you and Shannon. So why get out Rob now?
I guess it would be kind of twofold. So the smoke screen can only last for so long. At a certain point, people stop believing you when you say, all right, it's going to be Rob, and then you wink and it's not them and you vote them out. But honestly, even if it wasn't the most strategic decision, because I think we can all kind of be in agreement that if Rob had made it to the end, he probably wouldn't get any or many votes. But just for the sake of our mental health in the game, it was the right decision. It was too chaotic. It was too stressful.
Shannon, it looked like you were nodding in agreement. You were one of the other people pointed out as a big threat to win this game, and you kind of proved it at last tribal council. You played an idol, successfully negated 3 votes against yourself, saved yourself from going into a tiebreaker. But now you don't have the necklace that Zach does. Are you at all worried about what could happen, or do you think that you're confident in the Shapira 3 who now comprises this final 6, or half of this final 6?
Weirdly, I feel more calm at this tribal council than I ever have. And it's not because I think I'm safe. I think I'm certainly on the chopping block. I think it's more just that, There's nothing I can do at this point except put faith in my allies and hope that they keep me. And I feel like I've done everything that I can. And if they want to vote me out tonight, I guess that's it. And I'll go to the jury happy knowing that I made a big move last time and got Rob out.
On the flip side of that idol play, there were two others. So this question will go to Zach and Sean. Both of you played idols. Sean, you negated 1 vote. Zach, you negated 0 votes against yourselves. Do either of you regret that decision?
So I went into that tribal pretty confident that I wouldn't get any votes, but I also knew that we were going to see 0 idols played or 3 idols played. And I knew that if I played mine, Shannon would play hers, and then whoever had it, which we were pretty sure was Sean, was going to play it just on the off chance that, you know, someone flipped or he was the only vote eligible. So while yes, I didn't negate any votes for myself, I think more than anything, it was an act of making sure that my alliance made it through and saw the final 6.
Sean, on the flip side of that, it was announced before Tribal had even started that the Yasmogo Tribal Idol, the YouTube one, if that one is played, an idol will be replanted in the game. You ended up playing yours, negating 1 vote. Not really a great move, or what are your thoughts behind that?
No, Tucker, it wasn't a great move. And as soon as I did it, I was pretty pissed at myself because you never want to play an idol unnecessarily. When I woke up the next morning,
but you get guaranteed safety.
You do get guaranteed. Yeah, and the next morning I was trying to be a little kinder to myself because within the context of that vote, you know, you look around. Krista had individual immunity from the challenge. Zach was announcing to the entire world that he was going to play his idol. Shannon had made it pretty well known that if Zach was going to play hers, if Zach was going to play his, then she would play hers. And so I'm looking around and there's only 3 other people where the votes can go. And at that point, I'm starting to figure out that people probably know that I have it. So I can't say that it was a totally fruitless play. Like, obviously hindsight's 2020 and I didn't need to play it, but within the context of that moment, I think I made the right decision with the information that I had at the time. And that's really all I can do.
Krista, what are your thoughts on putting someone like Rob, who is a natural salesperson, someone who can spin really engaging stories that people can buy into? What are your thoughts putting him on the jury at such a crucial point in the game? Are you worried at all that he might have a larger influence than you think on the jury's perception of the game?
Yeah, I mean, he is an absolutely amazing salesman. He even on the phone with me would offer to coach me on, you know, if you are in the final 3 or if you decide you want to do that, I will help you like with sales tactics to help you, because I'm not a very good speaker. But I was like, nah, like it's okay. I don't really want to go to the final 3. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's telling a lot of stories. I don't know if the jury necessarily will believe him, but yeah, it's definitely something to think about.
Sammy, it sounds like, based on the conversations, that there is a very tight 4-person alliance of Krista, Ben, Shannon, and Zach. Does it feel that way in the game, that there's an in-group and an out-group?
It does. I'm glad you actually put it that way, because I have actually, you know, I feel like an outsider really since this game began. And I am shocked every day that I'm still here and thankful every day that I'm still here because I don't know any of the people that are still in this game well. I mean, I've gotten to know a lot of them much better, but unfortunately, like, I don't have like allies on this who I've known for years, and I don't know like their families or anything like that the way that these people do. And you know, so it has been hard, and it gets a little bit demoralizing, I think, at sometimes, because you're just like, well, they're just going to vote me out because they don't really know me. Why would they want me to be in the game anyway? So I'm glad that I'm still here because this has been a really fun experience, and I'm thankful that people haven't just said, oh, well, we'll just kick everybody out who we don't know from whatever.
Zach, I think it's undeniable at this point. Just own it. Own it. You are good at
couple.
challenges.
He's
You
just
won.
too funny.
You won another individual immunity challenge. You have a guaranteed spot in the final 5. At that point, you have to be thinking about what combination of people boosts my win equity the most. So how are you viewing these potential other 5 people as parts of your final tribal plan?
For me, it's not really about who can I beat at the end. It's more about what sequence of vote outs is going to make it so that the people that are left don't want me out.
Let's talk about idols. Sean, you played yours, you reset the idol hunt. Why don't you explain how that went?
Sure, Tucker. So the idol hunt has been not a whole lot of fun, in so much as none of these idol hunts have really been that fun. It definitely was a time suck and made things like working, jobs, errands, like very difficult over the last couple days, let alone also like strategizing.
Do you think this was a fruitful idol hunt for someone? Do you think someone has it, or has it just been lost to the void?
I think somebody has it, and I say that because the clues did get pretty apparent after a certain period of time, and I know people were guessing pretty quickly, so someone got it.
It can't be that hard to sort of narrow down who it is, right?
It's Sammy or Sean. One of them has it.
Sammy, Sean, rebuttal.
I've established that I don't kiss and tell when it comes to idols, so.
I also want to point out that I've been working during the majority of all of these idols, and for some reason my customers have a sixth sense and they always come on the 2-hour mark. So that has made it really hard for me to participate in this.
Krista, how will this specific vote impact the rest of the game? Going forward, how will this vote change the game?
I mean, well, we have 6 people, so it'll change it to 5. I think it's very apparent that there is a hierarchy, right? Like, you don't have to, be a genius to figure that out. Like, it's Shannon and Zach at the top, it's me and Ben in the middle, and it's Sammy and Sean at the bottom. Like, that's how it is.
Last question.
Okay.
What will tonight's vote say to the jury? What message will it send to the jury about what game is being played now?
This vote will send to the jury if this game is going to be a boring one or an interesting one.
Okay. Can't think of a better way to head to the vote. When I call your name, please DM me who you want to vote for on Discord. Krista, you are up. I'll tell you the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately by turning off their video and audio. I'll read the votes. First vote, Shannon. Second vote, Sammy. That's 1 vote Sammy, 1 vote Shannon. Sean, we're tied. 1 vote Sammy, 1 vote Shannon, 1 vote Sean. Shannon, that's 2 votes Shannon, 1 vote Sammy, 1 vote Sean. Sammy, tied at 2. 2 votes Sammy, 2 votes Shannon, 1 vote Sean. 1 vote left. 10th person voted out of Survivor Quarantine All-Stars and the 10th member of our jury. Shannon, that's 10 tonight, or that's 3. Tonight, that's enough. You need to bring me your torch.
Good job, guys. Oh, I gotta blow it out.
Shannon, the tribe has spoken. Well, based on tonight's vote, I think the decision has been made. This will not be a boring game. This will be a very interesting end game. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need.
America. America, bad news. I got voted out tonight. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a blindside. I knew that with this split, it was going to be extremely tempting for someone, specifically Ben, to flip on me. Honestly, good on him. It was the move that he needed to make to have a chance to win, to be frank. So I'm not mad about it. I'm kind of proud of him, actually. Overall, I had a blast. I mean, I went to every single tribal council. I was a part of like 6 idol hunts or something. I found an idol. I played it correctly to save myself. I won a physical immunity challenge and beat out some like really strong people. And I had a great time, and happy to join the jury. Excited to absolutely roast the final 3 at Final Tribal. So looking forward to that. And I will just say that I will not be playing this again. Absolutely not. I will go back to hosting it in a heartbeat, but retiring from Survivor for sure. It was a lot of drama. So hanging out on Ponderosa now. Cheers, America. Thanks for the journey. Oh, and Rex says hi.